Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool are in the race to sign Serie A midfielder. The 24-year-old has become a central pillar of Juve's rebuild since joining from Nice in 2024. Bailey reported, Thuram's form since arriving in Italy has been spectacular. He has really kicked on. Any lingering doubts over his suitability for the elite level have been firmly silenced, with his rise earning admiration from Didier Deschamps and an increasingly prominent role in the France squad. Juventus' new core. The appointment of Damien Comolli as general manager has shifted Juve's strategy sharply towards retention rather than sale. They have no interest in letting either of these two go. They are both deemed as untouchable by Juve at this point, Bailey confirmed, referencing both Thuram and Turkish prodigy Kenan Yildiz. Sources told TBR Football that Comolli wants to build Juve's future around Thuram and Yildiz, securing them to long-term contracts before the next wave of Premier League bids arrives. Missed chance for English clubs. Bailey noted with a hint of irony that Thuram is one of those players that Premier League clubs had the chance to land before Juve took him from Nice. Liverpool explored the deal in 2023 as part of Jurgen Klopp's midfield reset, while Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta remains a longtime admirer. Even Tottenham are sniffing around midfield reinforcements, though their attention appears to have moved towards Yarmolenko. Yet all four English sides received the same message from Juventus recruitment staff: move on. Our view, Anfield Index analysis. From a Liverpool perspective, this report will sting slightly. Thuram was heavily linked with Anfield during the frantic summer of 2023. Many supporters still see him as a lost opportunity, especially given how his engine, size, and versatility align perfectly with what Arne Slot demands from his midfielders. The idea of Thuram lining up alongside Alexis Mac Allister, Gravenberch, or Szoboszlai carries obvious appeal. There is no denying that Thuram carries a swagger that Klopp, and now Slot, covet in a midfielder. However, Liverpool cannot afford to linger on near misses. If Juventus are adamant, the club should pivot towards targets who match the same profile: strong, progressive, technically assured and ready to dominate games rather than merely participate in them. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our second news is major Liverpool transfer U-turn on with bid prepared for 22-cap Germany star. Three sources go big on move talk. Liverpool are soon to make contact over a firm move to sign Nico Schlotterbeck ahead of the January transfer window, two strong reports in Germany have claimed, while the Borussia Dortmund defender's stance on the move will have Arne Slot jumping for joy. The Reds spent a whopping £440 million, €505 million, $600 million, on strengthening their title-winning squad this summer as Slot looked to mold the Liverpool side he inherited from Jurgen Klopp in his name. And while some 19 players either arrived or left Anfield on permanent deals, the Dutchman is far from done at bringing in new players. Indeed, one signing that eluded Slot was that of Marc Guéhi, with the Crystal Palace defender slipping through his fingers after a late transfer U-turn, instigated by Eagles boss Oliver Glasner. While Guéhi remains a player of serious interest, a worrying new update from a Sky Sports journalist suggests the England defender could slip through their grasp for a second time. In light of that, coupled with the season-ending ACL injury sustained by Italian teenager Giovanni Leone, Slot is drawing up a list of alternative targets. And in recent days, it's been suggested powerful Germany defender Schlotterbeck has emerged at the very top of their 8-man wishlist ahead of the 2026 transfer windows. Now, though, according to both Bild and journalist Christian Falk, Liverpool are not willing to wait until the summer for a new defensive signing, as previously reported, and will launch a bid for the 6'3" Borussia Dortmund star imminently. Indeed, Bild claims that Liverpool are planning a mid-season assault for Schlotterbeck, whose current deal expires in summer 2027. Better yet, the report says the 22-times capped star is willing to stave off talks over a new deal at the Westfalenstadion owing to that interest from the Reds. Falk, meanwhile, writing for CF Bayern Insider, says that Liverpool have a bid prepared for the player and will make contact soon with Dortmund over a potential January deal, currently rated at around €55 million, £47.7 million, $64 million. Falk goes on to add that the 25-year-old would be interested in making the move to Anfield, while revealing that Dortmund have offered him an extension, but since the German isn't happy with the wage on offer, he's keeping his options open. A third source, journalist David Lynch, believes Schlotterbeck is considered a much more viable and important target for Liverpool than another strongly linked alternative in Dayot Upamecano. Schlotterbeck makes a lot more sense for Liverpool, and he's the better player as well. Upamecano's got mistakes in him, the reporter told Sports Mole. Liverpool might see it as an opportunity to develop him, but there are weaknesses there in Upamecano that would get exposed regularly in the Premier League. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news. Match update. Our third news is Liverpool star's admission after contract decision speaks volumes. I want to go home. Liverpool's players will be returning to training on Merseyside this week following the international break, with one player in particular looking forward to joining back up with the Reds. Cody Gakpo has admitted he feels more at home at Liverpool now than his home country after 2.5 years at Anfield. The 26-year-old signed for the Reds back in January 2023 after impressing at the World Cup, and after a mixed start to his time on Merseyside, has gone on to forge a regular spot in the side. Gakpo was hugely influential on Liverpool's Premier League title triumph last season, having scored 18 goals and provided 7 assists across all competitions, and his efforts were rewarded with a new long-term contract during the summer after he had been linked with a move away. The Dutch star has himself admitted he had interest from Bayern Munich during the transfer window, but speaking during the international break, it seems he has fully settled in at Liverpool. Asked how at home he feels at the club, Gakpo told Premier League Productions, via LiverpoolFC.com, as home as I can be. Very much at home. Sometimes when I am in Holland I want to go home, to Liverpool, so that means I feel very much at home here. It's the whole environment. A great team, great club and great people, obviously my family as well, so that all together makes it home. Gakpo will be reporting back to the AXA training center this week after a successful international break with the Netherlands, and he will be hoping he can carry his form back to Liverpool. The Reds face Manchester United on Sunday, looking to end a 3-game losing streak that has seen them fall a point behind Arsenal at the top of the Premier League. Giving his thoughts on what has been a tricky start to the season for Liverpool, Gakpo said, I think it's always been difficult when new players come in to adapt to the team. But I think now when we have a lot of new players, sometimes it's difficult when you change the team. We lost also a lot of players who were here for a long time. We were together for a few good years now. So, some players left, Lucho, Luis Diaz, left, Darwin, Nunez, left, Jarrell, Quansah, left and Harvey Elliott left as well. Then you have to replace them and new players come in and you need to make it fit. I think that's going well. We try to get to know each other every day better and better again. It's also a little unfortunate with Alex Isak, who didn't really have a preseason. It's all these things together, but I think we will find a way forward. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our fourth news is Liverpool heavily interested in move to sign £50 million forward. Liverpool and Chelsea keep tabs on Malik Fofana as competition grows. Rising profile of League One prospect. Caught Offside have reported that both Liverpool and Chelsea are monitoring Lyon winger Malik Fofana, one of Europe's most highly regarded young talents. The Belgian-wide player is only 19 yet already established in League One, with 2 goals and 1 assist in 9 appearances this season. He has shown maturity beyond his years, impressing scouts across the continent with his balance of agility, directness and tactical intelligence. Interest is not limited to the Premier League either, with Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, and Inter Milan also tracking his progress. Bayern Munich even reached a verbal agreement at one stage, only for the deal to fall apart before completion. Recruitment priorities still elsewhere. Despite the excitement surrounding Fofana, neither club are ready to move yet. Caught Offside state that neither Chelsea nor Liverpool currently view Fofana as a top priority. At Stamford Bridge, the recruitment focus has shifted towards Morgan Rogers and Kenan Yildiz, while Liverpool are said to be actively weighing up options like Michael Ollis and Antoine Semenyo. Still, the admiration is real. Liverpool made concrete contact with Fofana's representatives during the summer, although talks stalled before reaching an advanced stage. That suggests genuine interest rather than a mere scouting exercise. Transfer timeline likely set for 2026. Lyon are said to be asking for £50 million, a figure that already drew bids, close to €45 million, from Fulham and Everton in the previous window. Fofana rejected both in favour of stability, a rare display of long-term thinking from a young player. Crucially, his camp appear aligned with the club in accepting that an eventual transfer feels inevitable. The report suggests summer 2026 as the most realistic point of departure, but the momentum could accelerate if one of the elite clubs miss out on their primary wide forward targets. Why Liverpool will be watching closely. Under Arne Slot, Liverpool have placed renewed emphasis on athletic wide forwards who can interchange across the front three. Fofana's versatility, control in tight spaces and defensive work rate make him a prototype fit for a system reliant on intensity across all phases. At 19, he represents a long-term evolution signing rather than an immediate first-teamer. That could suit Liverpool's planning, especially if Mohamed Salah's future remains unresolved deep into next year. Liverpool supporters will file this one under one to monitor rather than get excited about immediately. The fact that the club already held concrete contact with Fofana's entourage means he is more than a name on a spreadsheet. When Liverpool speak to agents, there is usually intent somewhere in the background. Our fifth news is Stefan Borson. This is how much Man United and Liverpool will have to pay for Carlos Baleba and Adam Wharton. Crystal Palace star Adam Wharton has received interest from a host of top clubs in recent weeks. Football Insider revealed on September 21 Crystal Palace will not sell Wharton in January as they look to keep hold of one of their prize assets. Manchester City, Manchester United and Real Madrid are believed to be keeping a close eye on the England international's progress with Oliver Glasner's side. Meanwhile, Football Insider revealed on October 10 Wharton is happy at Crystal Palace amid links to Liverpool. Crystal Palace to match Brighton's transfer stance. Former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson exclusively told Football Insider Crystal Palace will be able to command a fee in the region of £100 million for Wharton. It comes after Brighton slapped a £100 million price tag on Carlos Baleba following interest from Man United in the summer transfer window. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, Borson said, "I think the market has been set really from when Chelsea bought Caicedo and Fernandes, and Rice went for around £110 million. I mean, these players are top midfield players. Now it's £100 million, and it'll be the same with Baleba from Brighton. The idea that United could have got him for sort of £60 million didn't ever seem right to me. I think when they investigated properly, it became clear it was going to be close to £100 million. I think Wharton is a £100 million midfield player in this market at his age." Rio Ferdinand has urged Man United to sign Wharton, but the 21-year-old looks set to remain at Selhurst Park for the time being. Crystal Palace in strong position after Adam Wharton latest. Wharton, who joined Crystal Palace from Blackburn Rovers for £18 million in February 2024, has started in all 10 of his appearances for Glasner's side this season. Crystal Palace are a team that's obviously in the zone, and they're negotiating from a strong position, said Borson. Assuming he doesn't have a release clause, whether it's Real Madrid, Liverpool, City, United, whoever is interested in Wharton, all you need is a couple of the biggest teams to make a market and you're going to be close to £100 million if they want him. Crystal Palace have shown in the past that they won't sell for values lower than they want. He's a young player. He doesn't have a contractual issue that we know about, so I think it feels like £100 million. Crystal Palace currently sits 6th in the Premier League table after picking up 12 points from their opening 7 games of the season. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our last news is who is Nico Schlotterbeck? Liverpool to make offer for Borussia Dortmund ace also wanted by Bayern Munich. Liverpool are targeting a new centre-half, but who is the latest name to emerge on Richard Hughes' radar? Whether it is a good thing or not, Liverpool's recruitment should be relatively straightforward over the next two transfer windows. The hugely unfortunate injury to Giovanni Leone has exacerbated what was already an issue at the heart of defence, leaving a recently injury-prone Joe Gomez as the only backup to the preferred first-choice options of Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk. Konate's contract situation sees the France international almost certain to leave at the end of the season. Possible replacements for Konate are starting to emerge, with Castello Luquiba and Ronald Araujo on a 7-long list of names that has been compiled. Another possible option is Nico Schlotterbeck, the 6'3" tall Germany international currently playing for Borussia Dortmund and who is out of contract at the end of 2027. Liverpool are reported to be monitoring the 25-year-old as someone who could replace Konate and who could be an alternative to Marc Guéhi, although the Crystal Palace captain is still expected to be top of the shopping list. Schlotterbeck has spent his whole career in the Bundesliga, with spells at Union Berlin and Freiburg on his CV too. If Liverpool do want to sign Schlotterbeck, they will face competition from Bayern Munich, with Bild's Christopher Falk reporting the latest news on another transfer battle between two of European football's superpowers. He says there should be contracts soon from Liverpool, while Bayern Munich and Real Madrid are waiting in the wings. With 22 caps for Germany, Schlotterbeck is well respected in his homeland, and there is a hint of Joel Matip about how he goes about his business, with well-respected German coaches and directors impressed with how he goes about his business, via the official Bundesliga website. Left-footed, a player you obviously want to see playing at centre-back, but is also very versatile and can play in different positions. He can play in a back three, but also, because of his footballing quality, can play in midfield, said Hansi Flick on giving Schlotterbeck his first senior Germany call-up. It's positive that he's with Germany because he can learn a lot, and if he continues like this, he will surely persevere and get the reward. I'm very happy with him, added his former Freiburg coach Christian Streich when Schlotterbeck got called up for the first time. Nico's journey reminds me of my own, coming as a young Germany international from Freiburg to BVB. I hope Dortmund becomes as much a home for him as it did for me. Nico has huge potential. He's chosen by no means the financially best offer from numerous interested clubs, but chose BVB to develop here. Dortmund sporting director Sebastian Kell said that's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.